Right, I'm just doing this video. It's not going to be a proper video. It's just an unlisted one to visually respond to some of the things in the Reddit thread. Firstly, the impossible to use in atmosphere and climb out of atmosphere. I mean, that's a fair point. You can get out of the hover mode pretty much instantly though if you're using shift and space. If you watch this video here, you'll see me using shift and space to get this speed. And as soon as your ship is at 100, you're out of hover mode. So if you look at the outside of the ship, you'll see that the forward thrust is going, and this is now nothing to do with hover mode. This is just the speed of the ship in atmosphere. And I'll speed it up quickly, and you'll see the speed as I accelerate. There's a way to do it. You just slowly ramp your curve until you're basically 90 degrees from the planet. Constantly using your thrust, your afterburners to keep the speeds up and up, and it's not that bad. I think you can do it in about 5 minutes or something. So that's that point. I can't say I've noticed a massive problem with hover mode in the Starfarer. Like no different to any other ship really. As long as you're using the gimbaled targeting mode, as you can see I'm using here with the little reticle that's moving around. You can center your ship perfectly using that, so you're not going to have any surprises. So you can see, you know exactly where your mouse is if you're using keyboard and mouse. As soon as you're leveled, you can just use forward, back, left, right, strafe maneuvering. So you shouldn't have any loss of control really at all. And you can do this various ways. You can either just use control, or you can lower your thruster acceleration. I do a bit of both here just to demonstrate, but as long as you're using the third-party camera as well, like the third-person camera, you can easily navigate the gap. And if you want your movements to be very smooth and like lethargic, you can just lower your thruster acceleration. Here I demonstrate losing control, but because I've got the weapon gimbal targeting reticle, you know exactly where your mouse is and you can instantly correct it. And that's something they need to actually add to all weapon fire modes. Even if you have your weapons turned off, there should be a cursor indicator for keyboard and mouse players, so you know exactly where your mouse is. That's something that definitely they should do. Regarding the weapons, they are actually broken at the moment, as you can see in this video here. I've already made an issue council post on this, which I will link in my reply to the Reddit thread as well. You can see that you fire and then you can move your targeting reticle and it will explode where your reticle is. I also demonstrated this on ships as well. It's like an actual bug. I've shown devs and they've already responded to it, so they're probably going to fix it soon. But that's probably why you're finding that the weapons are a problem at the moment. You need to keep your reticle always on the pip if you want to hit. You can't ever shoot and then adjust your movement or anything. You have to just constantly stay on it, otherwise it's not going to do anything. So that's probably why you're seeing ghosts, hit markers and things like that currently. And lastly, that ladder you're talking about being fixed, I don't know what you're on about, because here's a demonstration. It's clearly broken still. And I'm also surprised you didn't mention the fact that people can just fly in through your rear catwalk and just steal the ship. So it's a bad cargo ship as well as everything else. It doesn't work in combat, doesn't work as a cargo hauler because people can steal it very easily. It doesn't actually have a purpose from a refueling point of view. So there's a lot wrong with the ship. I don't like it. It's a placeholder ship for me, a loaner ship for a merchant man that I bought. But I have to use it all the time because it's the only ship I have, so I'm quite familiar with all the quirks of it. So anyway, hopefully this answers most. I agree with a lot of your points, but mostly the problems are hover mode. Just not like, you can't toggle hover mode at the moment and leave it. So you have to use like afterburners to get to the right velocity to activate the forward flight. The weapons are broken, and that's about it. I mean, it is what it is really. They'll need to improve it. I mean the actual internals of the ship are really bad as well, you know.